What is going on, guys? Raymond here, and welcome back to Booze and Chill. In today's episode, we're going to be getting down to business and trying out family business beers. Today, we're not going to be trying not one, not two, but 3 different styles of beers, all from the same brewery. So what do you say? Let's get right down to it, because we got 3 beers to review and not a lot of time. So let's jump right into this, guys. Let's go. And first off, guys, we got the family business Golden Age German style Pilsner. And as you can see, the can design itself very simple, very westerny. It looks awesome. Also, I like the fact that they just kind of look like they just stick a giant sticker around it. It's pretty cool, actually. All right, guys, what do you say we get right down to it and get to the pour? But first, dirty details. You know how this goes. Let's go. Golden Age German style Pilsner has an ABV of 4.5% and an IBU of 36%. Skillfully minimalist in both recipe and character, rendition of the timeless Pilsner is about as satisfying as it gets. Crisp and lively on the tongue, featuring a mild, earthy hop bouquet and superbly clean finish. And there we have the German style Pilsner. It looks really good in the cup. The head is small. It's slim, but very good, nice and bubbly. The color, it's very hazy, very hazy, very carbonated. The bubbles are still going. Let's have that sniff now. Smells like a Pilsner. Very earthy, slightly skunk-ish smell to it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And a tad bit fruity, just a little bit. Not a lot of Pilsners are like that. So what do you say we jump into that first sip, guys? Because quite frankly, I'm thirsty. So, cheers.
Refreshing.
So right off the bat, guys, very crisp, extremely crisp. Again, there's earthy notes to it, just the same as you get as when you smell it. Just overall, it's satisfying, it's crispy, and it's in a good temperature, so it's actually tasting real good. I'm a little picky when it comes to Pilsners, but this one's actually really good. I reviewed a couple of Pilsners in the channel before, and so far, most of them I've enjoyed. This is one of them. What do you say we save the rest of this and move on to the next one, shall we? Let's go. I'm gonna take a little water break right now. And I'm only doing this to rinse out the palate. I want to be able to fully taste the next one. That's just how I am. Leave down in the comments below. Do you rinse your palate? You should. You really should. Or else you're just gonna be mixing flavors, and it's just, you're not gonna fully get the full-on experience. Again, that's what I think. And now I'm ready. Next up, guys, we got the Cosmic Cowboy American IPA. I love the name itself, Cosmic Cowboy. I think like Han Solo or something, because you know he's like a rebel, outer space. Star Wars. I like Star Wars. So anyways, same design, guys. It's got the label, it's got the name, the Cosmic Cowboy American IPA. And it's got the same, like they just got a big old sticker and just stamped it right on there. Let's go ahead and try this thing, shall we? And again, you know how this goes. And bam! Cosmic Cowboy American IPA has an ABV of 7% and an IBU of 69%. Ripe pineapple and grapefruit notes floating on a layer of pine. Satisfying, but entices you back for more. A true American IPA, inspired by the classics, but forward thinking. And here we go, guys. And might I say, I did a pretty, well, decent pour. It's not heavy, just did it a little too fast. Head is about 2 fingers, exactly 2 fingers. Nice and bubbly. It's got a similar smell to an IPA. But I feel like IPAs and ales have their similarities as far as smell. Because flavors, forget it. Not even close. And the color itself is getting darker, as you notice. And most of the time, the darker you get in drink,
the funkier it gets.
Which is what I enjoy. Pineapple and grapefruity, it's fruity. It's very fruity. which is I really enjoy about IPAs. I love the aromas. They're so fruity. Maybe like a little bit of like caramelly almost. There's a sweetness in there. I want to say caramel. It's like brown sugary-ish, caramelish, grapefruity-ish, pineapple-ish. That's what I'm picking up. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get that first sip because it's smelling delectable. Cheers, guys. I can actually tell you that I think the ale goes down just tad bit smoother than the Pilsner, but the flavor profiles much more heavier. Slight bitterness for like for a pale ale. It's got like what, like 60 some IBUs, 68, 9, something like that. You feel that, but that pineapple-y, brown sugary, caramelly, and grapefruity just really relaxes that bitterness, and it goes down surprisingly very smooth. Overall, this drink super good. Like I said, I think it even goes down a lot more smoother than the Pilsner, but again, that's just me, that's my opinion. Leave in the comments below if you guys enjoy the Pilsners more than the IPAs, because there is a huge difference, and those of you who know. How about we save the rest of this and let's move on to the last beer, guys, shall we? Let's do this. But before we move on, gotta rinse it out, man. That's just how I roll.
My taste buds are ready.
Next up, guys, we got the family business Hamilton Pale American Pale Ale. This particular can does not have the same concept as the other two. This one is like the design is all over. It doesn't look like they just pasted a giant sticker on it, which is fine because, I mean, you can't really beat this whole, you know, the whole overall thing. It's like me when buying a t-shirt. I really dig those t-shirts that like have that print completely all over front and back. I'm into that. It's kind of like this. I feel it's kind of like that, so don't judge me. And the can is all like an off-white. I'm not exactly sure what color this is. Let me know in the comments below what this color is. It's not white. It's I call it an off-white. I'm gonna stick with off-white. Let me know in the comments. In this can, since it's off-white, they put some gold on there and on the top right here, which gives it a nice, classic, fancy look. But enough with the chit chats, guys. Let's open this up. Let me get the last cup here. Again, you know what's up, so let's go. Hamilton Pale American Pale Ale has an ABV of 4.9% and an IBU of 26%. Apricot, peach, and tropical citrus aroma, bright, hoppy, and crisp. A focus on late hop additions provides a lot of juicy flavor while keeping bitterness to a minimum. The pale ale is poured, nicely done, if I may add. Very bubbly, especially on this side. Look at that. The bubbles are just hanging out there, just chilling, bubbling around, whatever it is that bubbles do. The color, not as dark as the IPA, slightly darker than the Pilsner, not as dark as the IPA. Let's give that first smell, guys. This one's got some fruitiness as well, some tropicy fruitness smell. This kind of goes back to the whole subject of me thinking that the IPAs and ale have similarities when it comes to the smells and the aromas. Because this guy, also very fruity, tropicy fruity, slightly earthy tone. I keep dripping.
It wants to go in my mouth.
I'm mostly picking up that fruity tropicalness, slight sweetness, earthy tone. Let's jump into that taste. Cheers, guys.
Whoa!
Compared to the first two, this is by far the most fruitiest. It's almost like a peary, peachy, grapefruity, hoppy, very crisp as well. This is what I'm saying, that it has that similar taste to the Pilsner. It's got the same crisp as the Pilsner does, which I'm not surprised, being that these guys, you know, it's made by the same brewery. I mean, much more hoppier than the Pilsner, I think. That's what I'm getting. that fruitiness just kind of counterbalances the IBU, the bitterness, I mean. So the bitterness is very, 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 very subtle, and you get more of the tropically flavors in there. This pale ale is pretty amazing, dude. Family business, taking care of business, and brewing like a family. That's the most flavorous thing that came out of my mouth. But overall, this is super refreshing, very crisp, hoppy, tropic-y. I totally recommend. I recommend all three. I enjoy all these three. Let me just get all of these unfinished beers. Well, that about ends this family business beer review. Let me take this opportunity to thank my very good friend Jose Gonzalez for hooking me up with these family business beers. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be drinking this right now. I have to say, you, my friend, have a really good taste in beers. Thumbs up for that. And let me know in the comments right down below if you guys are fans of Pilsners, IPAs, or Pale Ales. What's your choice of drink? Let me know what you guys think about the family business beers. I totally recommend you look into these. They are super good, very refreshing. You can't go wrong with this. I've never actually tried homemade beer before, I can honestly say that. A little ashamed to admit that, but I have not. But I can probably tell you, like, if there was such a thing as good homemade beer, this would probably be it. Like really good beer. This would be it. Look into it. You will not be disappointed. Go get some. And if you liked today's video, guys, leave it a like right down there. If you are new to the channel, guys, go ahead and feel free to subscribe if you have not, and ring the little bell notification to let you guys know when I am reviewing a new beer. Typically, at the end of a video, I just take the last sip, but on account of there's 3, we're not gonna do that. I can't handle 3 cups in my mouth. It's overcomplicating things. But thank you guys for stopping by the channel, and remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. Cheers, guys.